depression is one of the... It's like losing your mind because your head's in the clouds and people say it's all in your head. It's all in your head. Yes, it's a mass of a storm. It's a massive storm of emotion, negative, embezzling, and forced, uncontrollable power. It's like the most evil of anything you can think of. Depression is like, bam! It's a nightmare. It's a living nightmare. And people suffering from it in the dark. And you can just see only a little bit if you go close to the source. Like a hot, hot source. You hear voices. You hear lots of voices when you're suffering depression. The most insane type of depression. You know, you got severe, you got chronic depression. And you're just lost. You're walking around, you don't know where you are. It's like depression is like a hammer, like a sledgehammer. You can't see it, but you can feel it hitting you right there, right there. It's like hammering down. And then you see the light, and you got the hammer. It's like, okay, depression, I'm going to turn you around, and I'm going to hammer you out. Because, yeah, depression, as I said before, it's a sledgehammer, just pummeling you. It's your mind forcing that hammer down, so you're in control. When you can break depression's control on you, you can take that hammer, you can smash it and smash it and smash it and smash it. And that's it. But being depressed and suffering it is hard. It's really, really hard. It's much like an axe as well. You know, you may be a lumberjack and okay, but when you got depression, you know, you're positive. It's an axe, you're sharp, and you're just either sharpening on this blunt surface, which is depression, or that's hammering away. You know, depression is like hammering away your sharp, intelligent, positive mind, or that intelligent, positive just cuts it in half. There's one half, there's the other half. It's like, and that's what happens to your mind. See? Cracks. So sometimes depression takes control of the axe, and it embeds itself right there. It's like, depression's axe has got me. I need my positive thoughts. Bam! Hey, I'm not depressed anymore. That's what it's like. It takes like a loop. Goes one way, the positive, or it hits, it goes back the other way, and it hits you. Then you can control it, you're hitting it away. You're slamming it, you're bludgeoning the depression away before it bludgeons you. And it's just twirling, it's spiraling. You know, if this was on fire, look, this is depression. You know, it's hard to control, but one goes one way and then you lose it and then you grab it and it's like, I got ya! No more depression. No more. Gives you that killer instinct, but to kill the depression. Because depression kills you. Causes anxiety, causes stress, and then you die. And it's not a good thing. Depression is not a good thing. Like, yeah, your head's in the clouds. It's in the darkest storm ever. It's a thunderstorm. There's no peace. There's no settling rain. It's tears. It's sweat. But the light's on. Because I've axed the depression. I axed it away. It's gone. It's... Wolfie! Hey! Alright, stay here. I'm gonna go get the dog. Hey, Wolfie! We need you for a point, man. Wolfie! Come on, we need you as a point.
Okay, so depression, aka the black dog, is like an inmate. Evil. Isolated. It isolates you. So you're like in prison. You're the top dog because depression is the biggest form of evil. Yeah, maybe those inmates, they suffered such depression. That's why they did what they did. It's awful. It's an analysis. It's psychological. That's why they're psychos. Because their mind, the black dog has bitten their mind. Then they lose their mind. And that's why they do it. But not you. You can be helped with a hug and a talk. Sometimes you just want to be alone in isolation. So you can fight through it. And then you go out and party. And you follow. You follow the white rabbit.
Follow me to peace and harmony. Just like Alice, get out of the matrix and go to Wonderland. Find a happy place. Find a happy place. Follow the white rabbit. Run from the black dog, and you'll be at peace. Find your happy place. Depression can't be stopped. Not all meds help. Some meds make it worse. Comfort helps. Though sometimes comfort doesn't help. That's why depression is powerful. You don't know. It's just like, it's not who you know, it's also what you know. It's both sides of the scales. Sometimes comforting helps, other times it doesn't. You just got to know someone who knows something. Otherwise, you're just by yourself with the black dog and some people. They can't follow me, so they stay with the black dog. If you follow me, you will be helped and comforted. Then you'll be at peace. Otherwise, you're going to be bitten. I can pet you, and all will be okay. Follow the white rabbit.
So there, that's, you just fight that depression. What the rabbit said. You join with him and there'll be peace. There's no peace here because no peace. Got an axe to grind. There. Now there's peace. No more depression. So I can marvel at the justice of being free of the dog that bit me.
Wolfie!
Okay, my time's up, folks. Back to your host.
So yeah, see, depression has, it's like you have trouble trying to compose yourself because you got all this crazy stuff going on. It's like you lose your head sometimes. Because when you lost your head, because look, you're out of your mind. That's what happens. So you just lose your old self. And when you get out of the broken mind of your old self because you were depressed, you're all brand new. And you still got to adjust to the new because and then you get it. So once you adjust to your new self after getting away from your broken mind, then you don't have to hide behind a mask anymore. You don't have to walk around and go, "Oh, I'm fine. How are you?" Because you can make up to hide the scars, but no matter how many new faces you put on, you still have those scars. And you can hide from depression, but if people know the subject and they know you, they know that you're not free of it. You still got that dog at you. You haven't followed the white rabbit because your mind's so broken from that depression. It can be regular depression, it can be severe, it can be savage, it can be chaotic, it can be havoc depression, which is basically schizophrenia. Now, if you've seen Batman vs Superman, Jesse Eisenberg's take on Lex Luthor, that's a person with schizophrenia. If you're wondering what the hell that is, it's schizophrenia meeting psychosis, but they couldn't analyze or diagnose because it was so severe they haven't heard of it, so they took the strongest of both, and it's a step up from bipolar. It's rare because it's like so dangerous for the mind. It's like ADHD, attention deficit hyperactive response disorder, or relapse. The slightest thing can set you off. You'll either be so happy and oh my god, but something else can make you go, "I'm going to destroy you." Because it's that chainsaw effect of the depression that's like, and as the rabbit said, some meds help, some don't, and when the meds don't help, either comfort does, and if that doesn't help, try meditate, listen to some soul, some jazz, some spiritual power, empathy, and surround yourself with positive people, because that's another thing. Either you're depressed or you're in a depressive environment. Sure, you may want to be with some people because you find them so awesome because they're attractive, but there's the problem. Their beauty's just on the outside. Inside, they're like, they're like this on the inside. They're narcissistic, lying, misleading. Just they're the type of people that will kill. But they catch you in their web. They're like, you're like a sheep. You're like a spider. They get you. They use you, and then you get depressed. But you're so captivated with how good looking they are, and people are telling you, "No, they're bad. They're poison. You've been ignoring me, man." "Oh, I'm just depressed." Yeah, because you're seeing those people. Get out of that ring. They're a cult, like Scientology. Xenu. See, that's depressing. People go in with a false hope, and then they go through hell, and then they get out and they're like, "What was I thinking? Oh, because they were so good, lovely." No, they weren't. They were savage psychos, because they're depressed themselves, or just stupid. First rule of Satanism: stupidity is the biggest sin. And no, this is fake. This is a fake knife. This is a reflection of all those fake people. They're only like that because the depression is eating the weight. And once they wake up, once they're free of their old selves, it's too late. They've lost you. Because you were there saying at the beginning. But they weren't cured. Because they were still around toxic people because the toxic in their head. They didn't clear from the storm. They didn't fall out of the clouds. They were still stuck in the swamp. Like a never-ending story. The Swamp of Sadness. Depression. And that upset many people because it's a depressing scene. But the light's on. The White Rabbit's here. Wolfie's fine. He's an actor. He's a brown dog. You know, he's a comfort dog.
Right, Wolfie.
Yeah, I love you too. And there needs to be more love. Sure, you may not like someone, but you know, just say, hey, look, you don't make me feel safe. I can't trust you until you show me that you can be trusted with love. Some people do that. They come across a bit creepy and desperate, but because they want to love you. Or it might be lust. And then someone's complaining that they don't get enough this and that. But they reject that offer and because they don't have themselves in order. And that's it. Once you get yourself in order, you're in control. If you're out of order, you got no control because that depression just coming at you like this. So use the depressive weapons against and slay that evil. And then you'll be fine. So, scare you later. And peace on your heart, soul, and mind. With love.